Aquarius, hello my friends. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So this week, that karmic cycle, I think that's what I call it, that karmic cycle, baby. Okay, so what we're gonna do, Aquarius, we're gonna kind of get some information about a karmic cycle that you're in. You could be exiting it. You could be entering it, depending on where this falls for you. It's general. And I want to say it's probably a more major karmic cycle if it's going to come out on a reading, because we have so many cycles that we have sub-cycles too. So you could be in a major karmic cycle or entering one or exiting one. And there could be other smaller cycles that you're going through as well with other people and other situations. So take it as you will. Now, the first thing I'm going to ask is like pretty much what is this karmic cycle? That's the first card I'm going to ask. And then I'm going to do, it's mostly oracle cards in this reading. And then I'm going to find out what your strength is, what you really need to utilize to be successful in this karmic cycle. So karmic cycles are really about a lesson, completing some sort of a lesson and growing on some sort of level, on a personal level and on a spiritual level for yourself. And in some situations, even rectifying or clearing past energies that may have involved exiting like relationships or how you treated yourself or others. Like, it's very vast, and this could even be stuff that's connected to past life and you're clearing it out in this life, or it's an opportunity to clear it out in this life and to move forward. And it's not to say, this is one of the hardest things I think most of us have trouble with in karmic cycles. Me too. Don't worry. Like, I'm right there with you in that, like, what did I do to deserve this? Why is it? I must have been a horrible person, or this, I must have done this, and we have to remember, even as readers, we have to remember that it's just about energy, and it's about the transformation and transferring of energy. So if you've done something in the past that was not, something that felt to you, even though like it felt very low vibration. It just didn't feel right, but you just weren't willing to face what you needed to face, so you kind of ducked out on it, or you did something. That energy will come around again, right? Almost, it needs to be replaced. That yin and the yang energy is always playing out. So we're going to find out what your strength is. We're going to find out what your weakness is in this. And then we're going to reveal what the reward is in all of this, because there always is something. There really is always some sort of reward at the end. That little, yay, you did it. Oh, excuse me, sorry. So, yay, you did it. So, let's see. What is he doing? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. There's a guy across the street, and it's his own garbage. And he's analyzing what he's put out there. Like, maybe he should be bringing it back in. No, he gave up on it. He put it back. It's kind of funny. Sorry, Aquarius. Anyways, all right. Oh my gosh. So your cards came out. Whew. Okay, so this karmic cycle. Okay, you have woman holding a heart and anxiety. So there's two feminine energies here. This tells me that you are dealing, in this karmic cycle, you are dealing with the feminine aspects of yourself. That's part of this. This could also be coming through in other feminine energies around you, and they're influencing that. It could be the feminine energies within someone. So this could be a man. You could be a man. It doesn't matter, but it's the nurturing side. There's an aspect of learning to self-nurture in this karmic cycle that you're either entering, you're in it full on, the middle of it, or you know you're exiting it. So you're going to sit somewhere in there. Yeah, this cycle is an awful lot about nurturing yourself. I want to say too, it's, I'm also getting that there's an aspect of anxiety that is in this cycle, obviously. A big part of that anxiety is not nurturing self because you feel that you need to nurture something else. And there's some sort of balance here that you're kind of going through, learning about doing that. How do I keep that balance? And it's not really something you think through. It's usually something we feel through. Like we feel these things. Like, how do I feel in this situation? Do you take the time to think about how you're really feeling? I feel like too, with this card, Aquarius, I feel very much like there's a very independent, it's a very typical Aquarian thing though. Like you guys will just dress the way you want to dress, and you'll be very dynamic and interesting and intriguing and unusual. And it's not like you're trying to do that. You just are, right? Like, just this is the way I am. It's kind of cool. It's fun. So I'm going to do it. There's a part of you that is also needing to be nurtured in that. There may be a tiny little part of you, or a bigger part, depending on who this is for, that is still anxious about fully being who you want to be. Fully being who you want to be. There's a lot, you are very much so in a very self-nurturing, learning to self-nurture, learning when it's important to, yes, give those to others, but then you cannot do that to the detriment of yourself. You can't. You always got to put that oxygen mask on first, right? If the plane is going down and those oxygen masks are falling, you've got to put it on yourself first before you put it on anyone else. So, and learning to push through this anxiety. Now, these little guys are going to tell us what our strengths and weaknesses are. And I decided to do that because man's best friend, and I am sorry for the pussycat lovers, but man's best friend will tell you right up, you know what? You're not looking after yourself. You need to snuggle with me, right? They're going to tell you the truth. They don't hide anything. So that's why I decided to go with the puppies. They don't hide anything, and we need to know the truth in our karmic cycle. So what is the strength? What is the strength that Aquarius has in this cycle that they should really focus on and utilize to help them? What is the strength that Aquarius has in this karmic cycle that they should really focus on and utilize? Oh, interesting. Look at that. Friends. Oh, this is kind of interesting. Your strength. Yes, Aquarius. So I know Aquarius to me can also be a bit of an independent sign. And I want to say too, like, you may not look independent because you can be quite sociable. You can be quite sociable. However, you also, you know, can keep a part of yourself safe. I want to say like safe or protected, or, you know, you can have some of the closest of friends, but I'll tell you, you know more about them than they know about you. So, see now see how this works? That's a challenge. I can see that being a challenge for Aquarius because it's allowing those friends, those that you feel safe with and comfortable with. And it's not necessarily a lot, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 here, but maybe you're one of them, so it's 4. It doesn't even have to be that many. It does say friends, okay? It's not singular, it is plural. So at least more than one person that you can feel safe with and open up. Really open up and share is actually your strength, Aquarius. This is your strength. It's finding strength beyond yourself. It's finding resources outside of yourself to strengthen you, to help you see how important it is to nurture yourself and to allow yourself to grow and expand, because that's what this karmic cycle is about. Wow, I just feel so much challenge from that friends card. And often it's, I want to say what our strength is a lot of times it's something that we don't use enough of. We don't utilize it enough, right? So I'm going to pull out the weakness now because the puppies are honest. They're going to tell you what your weakness is in this karmic cycle. And once I do that, I am going to go to a tarot deck and get a little more information about your strength and your weakness. And then at the end, with the Return of Spirit deck, we're going to find out what your reward is here. So what is the weakness? What is Aquarius's weakness in they need to be aware of here that could be holding them back from. Well, there's a lot of cards, but that's okay. You know, when I was doing this, testing it, I tested it on you, and then I tested it on me. Interesting. You actually got a couple cards that I got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. There's 5 weaknesses, Aquarius. Okay, I look at this though in terms of spirit wanting to say, or wanting to help and guide you to really be successful in this karmic. I don't feel bad. I think I got like 4 for a weakness that I'm in. So don't look back. Don't reminisce. Don't think about the past. Don't think about should have, shouldn't have. What if I done this? What if I done that? That is a weakness. Don't do that. Don't do it. I don't even know that I actually need to pull tarot cards out for the weakness here because there's so much. Now, these two really go together. The direction and the don't look back. Like that's, you, because these guys to me, okay, they're looking at the side and you're looking back. So how do you move forward? Because a direction hasn't been chosen here. You haven't really decided, yes, you know what? I can't help anyone else until I really help myself, till I really nurture myself. And the anxiety of this choice too, because there's no movement forward with this. So you have to be careful. Don't look back. The only reason I want to say to ever look back on anything is just to remind ourselves briefly about patterns, choices, situations, relationships that didn't work out. And just to almost use that on a feeling level. Don't overthink it. Don't think about it a lot. And I know that can be hard to say to an air sign, but try not to think about it. Just feel, how did I feel? And then karma is about energy. It's not so much about thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. That can get you trapped in a karmic cycle and very difficult to release it. So it's really important to feel the past, release that, and then pick your direction. You have to pick the direction. You can't be in between either. You can't be on the side. You can't kind of like, yeah, I can feel myself going this way, but this is holding me back. No, you have to pick your direction. So you may be torn here about which way you want to go. And that can be too why the friends is such an important, I find too when you have the friends, it's not so much that the friends come up with answers for you. It's talking it out. You can create your own answers. I mean, well, you'll find your answers actually. You're not going to create your answers. You're going to find your answers through talking it out. And that's why friends can be the really good ones, the ones that you can talk to. Not someone who's trying to push you in a certain direction or lead the conversation a certain way. It's somebody or a couple of people that will allow you to talk and express yourself and maybe gently guide the conversation where they think you seem to want to take it. Like that's a real friend, not somebody who says, you know what, I think this is what you need to do with your life. And yeah, I don't think, like that, no, that's not good energy. It's just allowing you to talk. Think about a therapist, right? Whenever I've never been to one, maybe that's part of my problem, but what I see on TV is the person just sits and lays on the couch and they just talk. What does therapists do? They make notes, they ask the odd question, and how does that make you feel? How does that make you feel, right? And that's what I said, it's really about don't overthink it, the feelings that you have from the past to make the decision to move forward. And these are the people, even if it's a dog, gosh darn it, they're great for talking to. That's, you know, yeah, just talk to us, tell us what you'll find your answer. You'll find your answer in the conversation. Now, interesting. Wisdom. A friend said a phrase the other day. I thought, I love this phrase. I've kind of heard it before, but I never let it settle in, which is, I don't know what I don't know. And sometimes that's the best way to move forward. So with this wisdom, I feel like you might also feel stuck in that if I don't know enough about it, the situation, you know, whatever this is for you guys, because it's karmic. It's karmic and it's about nurturing yourself. And I feel the anxiety about knowing when you need to self-nurture above and beyond other people that you may feel responsible for. But it's the wisdom of not knowing too. Well, you know, it kind of goes into these ones. not knowing what's going to happen when you choose that direction. It's realizing too that wisdom is not just your thoughts and your mind, but it is your feelings. It's a big part. Remember that psychiatrist. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? You know, there's something behind that. So then you have patience and pride. That's okay. I think I got wisdom and pride too. I'm there with you. So patience and pride. So sometimes we just don't want to deal with the cycle. I'm done with this. I want to move on to something else. And you can do that. The cycle doesn't go away. It's still sitting there. It's still going to come back into your life. But maybe you've pulled away from it too many times here. And it's because you're impatient. And in one way, by doing that, you have elongated the cycle, you know, and that is a way that it can start to eat on our patience. And we can start to also become impatient with some people and situations around us that we really don't need to, just because we're feeling this energy and pride. I think this could come out for like everybody in every karmic cycle. I wouldn't be surprised if it does, because the pride that we have for ourselves, it is that part of ego. But it is, you know, it is an important part of ego though, because without that, like I would attribute that to Leo, or the strength card in the tarot. And, you know, imagine a feline. Like a feline has a lot of pride. You ever seen or watch a cat fall down and they're like, nobody's looking, right? Like nobody saw me do that. But if a dog falls down, they're just up again. Like, let's go, I'm okay. So that's kind of like that, right? Like if you're going to fall down sometimes, we're all going to fall down lots of times in this lifetime. And in so many different karmic cycles. And when we do, it's just being able to dust it off. All right, let's keep going. That hurt, yeah, my knee's kind of sore, but I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. You know, like just kind of acknowledge that that happened and you're okay about it. Whereas the pride is, no, everything's fine. No, everything, like it's a different type of, yeah, I'm okay. Everything, like you're putting it down. But like what I was trying to say is that the pride is important in terms of it does help us to maintain our bodies. Because if we didn't have pride in ourselves, we would just let ourselves go. Totally. Like you wouldn't care if guys, they probably would never ever shave. Would we bathe? Would we do, like, you know, we need that. But there is a point where it can get in the way. It's all about balance, like everything is. So I want to get a little more into the friend one with you guys with the tarot. So what is this friends? Can we get more information about this friends? The strength. This is the strength that Aquarius has in this karmic cycle, is their friends. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh wow. Interesting energy. The Magician and the Hermit. Two very powerful major arcana cards for your friends. This is your strength. Ooh. Wow, you have friends in some very high places too, I'm feeling. Wow. This is an interesting message. So, yeah, you're gonna, that first part about, you know, if you have the right type of friends that you open up to, and that's important to allow some people to come in. The right ones, that can always be the trick, right? The right ones who let you talk, who don't try to guide or navigate the conversation you need to have to work something out. It definitely is that, and I could see that this is a very high vibrational energy person or people around you that may have, I'm wanting to say, have actually worked through a similar karmic cycle, either in this lifetime or in a past lifetime. And I feel very strongly about them having worked through this in a past lifetime. And they actually really know how to guide you in the, like, it's just intuitively knowing. You know, like when we're born and there's some things we can just do, or we just know, or we have a talent or whatever. I always feel like that's because you really achieved that in another lifetime. So it is just known. You just kind of come in and you know how to do it. And I feel very much so that there's energies, there's friendships or potential friendships around you where they have experienced this. They've been through it. And that's kind of why they're here in this lifetime for you, is to guide you. But in a gentle way, like, see, I see with the Magician that they know how to manifest themselves, not even just out of that energy or cycle that you're in. They know how to avoid it completely. And with the Hermit, I'm feeling that, again, that really strong sort of guidance. They appreciate the spiritual and intellectual intelligence that you have. They know you will find the answer, and yet this is the type of person that you can have a conversation with. And again, it's like that original message. This person is not, it's not going to feel like they're trying to take you down a certain road in what it is, that answer that you need to find, or you know, sometimes you just need to get it out, to get it off your chest. And like I said, in doing that and through speaking it all out and allowing it to come, the answers start to come out for you. This person, I feel like it's at least two people, knows that you know the answers, and they're here to just kind of help you get there. It's really a nice energy. Let's just do let's do one more for your weakness. It's just to be aware of. I think if you focus on your strength, the weakness falls away. I think that's kind of a nice way to look at it. If you focus on your strength, the weakness falls away. Wow. Oh, wow. The weakness is the Ten of Cups. Gosh darn. Ooh, this always takes me back. I cannot forget your 2020 release and receive reading, Aquarius. It was the first one I did, as always. You're always the first ones. And yeah, that was the releasing, the caring connection had become hostile or something. I feel like with this Ten of Cups, oh my gosh, you know, these two, they're such a sweet, happy couple with a little baby. It's a family. It's that happy energy. Your weakness in part is truly finding the happiness for yourself. And these, like we talked about, don't look back in the direction. You have to pick the direction. The only direction for growth is always forward. And then the wisdom and the patience. Knowing more so that it's not just always thinking about the answer, but it's feeling it, and approaching the cycle, going to the cycle, being in the cycle, this karmic cycle, to complete it, as opposed to coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out, avoiding it. All right, I'll deal with it. No, avoiding it. No, I'll deal with it. And then this little beauty, the pride, you know, not wanting to feel that something didn't work out for us, but that's going to happen. And it might be something very big that didn't work out or is not working out, but that is the weakness, is really knowing where to find your happiness. Oh, yes. Now, okay. Focus on your strength. I really think focus on your strength. So what is the reward for Aquarius in this karmic cycle? What is the reward for Aquarius in this karmic cycle? It looks like 2 cards. Oh, no, it's 3. Well, that's nice. See, I love it when lots of cards come out. Wow. No, it's 4. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so faith. The reward here is a deeper, stronger connection between you and divine. If you already have a deep, strong connection, it's getting deeper, it's getting stronger. And this is also a faith that you will have in yourself in a situation like this again. I'm going to say you're going to hit this energy where I said this person around you has lived this cycle at another time, and they just know how to avoid. They know what the triggers, the red flag, they know everything. They just avoid that cycle again. So you will have faith in yourself that you can make the right choices that do not only nurture yourself, but nurture others. And that kind of feels like what this anxiety is. Like somehow it needs to be a choice. The right situation shouldn't be a choice, right? you shouldn't have to choose whether you nurture yourself or someone else. It should be the same. It should work that way. Then you get frequency, shift, and up. So is that not like just together? Like higher frequency, higher vibration, more enlightenment, more manifestation ability because you know how to just avoid another karmic cycle that's not good for you. That's not an energy that is conducive to growth. And then worthy. To me, that makes this card fall away, right? Because pride is always like, you know, not too sure. Like when this energy gets too far ahead of us, beyond just, you know, keeping ourselves fit or looking after ourselves, our bodies, our spiritual growth, all of that, our emotional health. This is when you know you're worthy. You don't go into situations where you have to nurture yourself or someone else. It's beautiful. Like, it's really a beautiful energy. And there you go. There. So that was our first, this karmic cycle. It wasn't so bad, was it? No. Okay. Till, yeah, so that's once a month. That's at the beginning of the month, which is now when you're watching this. I'm pre-recording this. I'm actually moving a whole bunch of stuff. What am I doing? Yeah, I will. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday you're going to see me here, and then the Wednesday, Thursday readings you're going to see me somewhere else, I think, is how that's going to go. I'm going to have my new desk too, so I won't be dropping cards on the floor. All right, Aquarius, thank you guys for allowing me to do this reading, and until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.